Good day, good day. I hope everyone's doing well. I don't know if I have anybody yet, but hi, welcome to Ash Rice Slides and tonight's Drinking Right. I hope everyone's doing well. Doing well. Say that again. I am going to be trying to stay on task tonight, so we're gonna make sure everything is up and we got our time, we got our story notes, and we got our let's start that. So let's go ahead and do the planning screen and then start time. It's been like 10 minutes, 13 minutes maybe. Maybe we'll start right at 6:15 to do the first sprint. So we're just currently planning. And all right. Let's see, let's go. Let's get everything up and ready. I hope everyone is doing well. Like I said, tonight we're doing some writing sprints. I am back. I got sick. I just wasn't updating anything. So went to a convention, got sick, then had to move my drinking right to another week, and then I couldn't do any drinking because I was still feeling bad, and it didn't get much better. Then took off for a little bit more, trying to make sure I'm okay. And yeah, and then we had some more internet issues previously. So hopefully tonight we're all set. They keep coming and fixing something outside. So it's something that's not in the place, but who knows? But either way, if you're just joining, I'm Ash. This is Ash Rice Lots, and we're doing writing sprints tonight. After this timer goes down for the planning area, we will go ahead and get started on the first sprint. So let me know what you're working on. I can tell you that I'm working on a series in which I think I'm going to do a video about starting this little challenge that I'm doing with myself. There's this author named Michael Andrill. He has the Caruthian series, but he has a group called 20 Books to 50K. And I've been kind of reading through like all of the notes. I've been a part of the group for I don't know how long. But I never did it because I was working all the time and everything. And so now that I've got a bit of free time because I'm working on my health, I was like, okay, why not? Let me see if I can try it out. Try to do anything. Um, so basically, 20 books from my notes. At 20 books, you should be earning about $7.50 per book every day. And hey there, is it Parzival? Parzival? Nice, all the way in Germany. That's a lovely. Hope everything's going well. But yeah, so the 20 books to 50K is just basically that's if you want to make 50K for the year, do 20 books. And but his books are like 70,000 words, so they're a little bit shorter than my goal for romance and infused books, in which I'm starting to see that even though I like to write paranormal romance, I do like other stuff going on. So like it starts moving into being the B story versus the A story. So I'm like, I might have to classify myself somewhere else, but it's always gonna have romance in it. So there's always relationships in some way, and it's not always like naughty romance. It's some of it's really good friendships and things like that. You are a little. No worries. Usually I do the drinking rights where I actually do drink, in which I have my drink to the side here. Mine is it's my very favorite. I'm almost done with it. It is the butter pecan sipping cream. Let me see. Let me go to the big one, but it's butter pecan sipping cream, so it's moonshine. That's how I'm country. So I do moonshine here and there. I am a lightweight. I do not drink very much because I am lightweight. I don't drink in public. I will drink at home because I'm safe at home. And usually somebody has to be here. So, and I also do have my raspberry and black tea. and which is really, it's water, and then it has like the little squeeze of flavor in it. But I'm thinking that, you know, it's not really water anymore. I think it's like Kool-Aid. I don't know. But I got my hydration, and then I also have my protein shake because we are not eating. Um, I've already eaten what, an hour ago, so just to have something. I usually have to get off camera so I can do my eating, because we're eating late, but we're trying to eat earlier and earlier so that we can be ready to go to bed and all that good stuff without having to wait. But yeah, so let's see. So right, so are you gonna be working on anything tonight? Go ahead and get my drink. Oh no, I think you left. Oh no, it says a viewers there, but I don't know. But yeah, cheers to Germany from Georgia. Okay, so let me get my. Let me get the. I don't think I shared my link. I think I. Let me see. Let me see. I don't think so. I don't think I shared my link. But yeah, so pretty much I want to work on the 20 books to 50K. I might, like I said, I might do a video. I actually started doing it today, like doing the writing for it. So I was doing during Chelsea's Written in Melanin's um, stream today. I was working on the plots because I wanted to link them together. Obviously, it needs to be a series based on notes I was taking. So I need to have a series, in which I do want to have a series with the Dragon's Maw series that I've been working on for a long time. And then I had this Bayou series that I've been working on. But I was like, I need something that's going to be able to be written a little bit faster, maybe not as complex as what I was trying to do with those novels. So they're going to be a little bit shorter, obviously. And then I'm going to work on the, what is it called? The series for Galaxy Girls. Since I do all that Galaxy Girl art, I figured why not have some writing to it. Some of the Galaxy Girls are inspired by some of the things I've written or read. So, because I mean, I definitely have a goddess version of a Galaxy Girl. A design I've been wanting to try out because I had been just doing afros, and I was like, well, why not try to do like a straighter hair? I tried to make them look like locks, but that doesn't really work in pour painting. At least I haven't figured out the technique to get it to look like locks. Hey there, how you doing, Sam? I hope everything's going well. But yeah, so I've been working on a Galaxy Girl type series in which my family's been telling me to do that all the time. So what is everybody gonna be working on? What gloves do you have at home? I like gloves. I don't have any gloves other than my boxing gloves. That's it. They're pink. The wraps are pink. Everything's pink. If they had purple, I would got purple. But they don't have. They have purple. Purple's the favorite. But yeah, right now we're just pretty much in the planning stage. What are you gonna be working on? Like I said, we're gonna try to see if we can stick to the times properly. In which I think I probably should have started it right at 20. I think I'm gonna do it for 25 minutes of this sprint this time. And I have music. Let me cut that off so I can. Let me open up number 9. and pause. All right, so we have music ready to get started. I think I've solidified my kind of writing playlist. I think I've gotten it pretty good with all like my favorites that we've been doing over the past weeks, and I've just been putting them together into like a master playlist in order to have everything, flow smoothly together. I do think I need to switch around a few of the songs because some of the tempos, I feel like it should be more up and down in the tempos so it can match my sprint times. In which, yeah. But okay, yeah, we're on time. We're going to stay on time. Look at us. We're going to do keys. We're going to switch the screen. We're going to go ahead and get started. So go ahead and get to work. How I work, kind of here for a while, work on a short story once off. Okay, awesome saucy, Ty. Thank you for joining. I'm about to go ahead and get into this first sprint. So good luck, everyone. All right. Let's go here. Okay, we are on time. I didn't start the timer, but at least I had the what's it called, the music playing, so I just made sure to try to time it right at the 25-minute mark. So we're on a break. Get your water. You did it. You know, what did you wind up doing? What were you working on? How'd it go? I will say that this time I got I can't count the, let me get this up here. Sprint. Whoop. What did I get? 387 words for that one. So that one's pretty good. Let me go ahead and put that 387 on there. No, I didn't. Yeah, it was. Okay, had to be, right? Yep. Alright, so let's do the next sprint. Set that one up while we're on a little break. How'd you do? I think I'll add some stuff. Sprint 2, count. Just prepping for what I want to work on today. I'm trying to work on some character and plot work today for my revisions. Absolutely. Glad you're here. Hope it's going well. Prepping going well. My issue with prepping is that I will spend a lot of time prepping and then get tired and don't don't actually do the thing, or procrastinate and be like, all right, I'm set up for tomorrow, and then it's like I had to start over again. So sometimes I just have to kind of jump into it. I do have my little notes that I made earlier today. You say, okay, I'm gonna work on this part of it. I was plotting with Chelsea earlier today and got some good bits of it, like some pieces that I was having some trouble with. Hello, La. Nice to see you. I'm back for, I don't know how long I'm back, but I'm back. But I do want to start doing videos, like video videos again. So yeah, need to make dinner, but this couch is so comfy. I know that's right. I understand completely. I'm over here, I'm in the dark too. Look at y'all. Look at me. Hope that's better. I was in the dark writing. Just But yeah, go ahead and make your dinner. We'll have music again. I'm trying Chelsea's 25-minute sprints to see. I know that's like the Paldromo? Pomodromo? Something. But you work for 25 minutes and then 5 minutes off. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can do just the 5-minute breaks, so I'll put them at 10. I talk too much. Okay. I'm trying not to fall into that trap. Yes, absolutely. Especially because I have some deadlines in mind, not hard deadlines, but ones that absolutely. Yes. I was talking earlier that I had joined this group some years ago called 20 Books to 50K, and it's this guy named Michael Andrew. He does a lot of like sci-fi horror or sci-fi fantasy, I guess, because it's like vampire space stuff going on. But he like skyrocketed within a year, and that was just because he did like a lot of rapid publishing. Pomodoro, there you go. Yes, but yeah, he did a lot of rapid publishing, in which he did put out a like a little guidelines, and I took a bunch of notes and stuff from it, and I was reading what other people were talking about within the group, and I would kind of lurk a little bit, and I was like, you know what, I probably should try it out and see what I can do if I make a series that's supposed to be a little bit faster than the big novels that I've been working on for a while. Like I have the Spell of the Bayou, so the Swamp series, the Bayou series, then I have in which I start them and then I don't finish, and I'm like, I think it's just because they're so big. And he has a little bit shorter stories, which are usually around 70,000 words. And some might be a little shorter, but he'll bundle and things like that. And so, a lot of people do it. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I should start off with a shorter, like a shorter series, and see how that works. I started today, so I was like, I want to do it. It's about the Galaxy Girls that I do artwork of just for fun because I use pour painting for the hair. And I was like, why not? Let's connect it. It'll be a business expense. So I'm trying to do it. I've been interested in learning more about rapid release, but it's kind of intimidating. Oh, it's called 20 Books to 50K. They have a Facebook group. Let me see if I can get the 20. He has like a little note thing that he does. Let's see. Okay, so let me put the link in there. Copy link. And he talks about how he did his advertising and stuff like that. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I think it's going to be, easy to follow every one of his steps and things like that, because he did buy advertising on Facebook. And yeah, get that money, honey. Yeah. He advertised on Facebook, and then he had Amazon, in which he didn't go wide initially. He went wide later. So I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to follow his exactly, but he just talked about pretty much, creating the series, creating it a little bit faster, in order to be able to get people hooked into a series. And he was like, pretty much finding niches and stuff like that in order to stay to the top. And which I know, like, being on Amazon top 100 is not like like super hard to do, depending on what niche, what like area you're in. But it was very interesting. So I was like, you're very welcome, very welcome. Yeah, like I said, I was lurking for years. Someone suggested it to me. We were at a convention, and I was selling my comic book, and I talked with the lady, and because she was working on a novel, and she was like, how would that compare to possibly doing a comic book and stuff? And I was like, well, from what I could see, with writing the script for a comic, it's a little bit more involved than, say, a script for a movie. So I'm guessing, like, with writing books, it would be a bit different. Which I think writing a script, I've written short stories where I was intending on having it as a comic initially, wrote it as a short story, and I was thinking about things a little bit differently. More, my descriptions, I think, were a little bit better because I had to already have that laid out. Like, even though, yes, you should have your settings and stuff figured out, so it's rainy and all that kind of stuff, but for some reason, when I was directing the characters through the buildings, through the environments and stuff, it seemed to flow a little bit easier for me. And I think it just helped me plan. So I kind of use script writing for comics to help me with the short story. So yeah, so all the way around the way. Talking with this lady, we're talking about that kind of stuff when we were at the convention, because it was like a slow period. So she kind of stayed there, and she suggested I take a look at the 20 Books to 50K, because she asked if I was interested in if I was trying to make this a full-time thing. And I was like, yes. Not to have to work for other people. Come on, I would love it. Why not? So she suggested that, and then I started really looking into more rapid release. I looked into rapid releases for romances and stuff like that, but never did it. And now that I've left work in order to try to get a little bit better, I got a little bit of time. So I was like, maybe I should try it before I had to get back to work after this year is up. Well, it might be a little sooner because we had to like fix the car. We had like stuff come up. So it's a little sooner. I am actively looking for a position, but my first job I ever wanted was to be in a library. And it wasn't a librarian, because I didn't think I was going to go for a master's, in which I'm still not going for a master's. I owe too much money. I'm a professional student because I still take classes because reasons. But other than that, I don't know if I would go for a library science degree, master's degree. I have a bachelor's degree in business management. How much good that's doing. But other than that, yeah. So I've been just applying for stuff in the library. If it gets too close to where we're running low again, I'll have to try again to work somewhere else. Maybe in a college. That's probably what I'm going to do. But okay, so that is time. So let's go to keys and transition. Let's come on up. And we're going to go ahead. I feel like getting a job at the library is hard. I'm starting to see that because I've been applying since the beginning of April. And the positions, like I said, I get the notice for the position being filled pretty quick. like right after the position closed. So I'm like, maybe they already have people in mind. I don't know, but yeah. So all right, so that was our time for the break, and I had to grab a notebook so I can work on some brainstorming stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so let me give you some tunes to work on. So good luck, everyone. All right, how'd you do? How'd you do? I think I did pretty good. Got a nice little flow. I think I like the 25 minutes. I might have to stick with the. I'm saying it wrong. Try to read it again. The Pomodoro. Pomodoro, I think it was. Pomodoro. I read words. I don't speak them out loud a lot. How did you do? I got 474 for that one. I got a little bit fast on that one. Yeah, a little bit more. Almost 100 more. Nope. Yeah, almost 100 more. 13 more words and it would have been 100 more. How did you do? How did you do? Uh-oh. I guess the internet is not interneting correctly again. That's great. It's telling me that the audio stream's current rate is low. So, I don't know. Is it going out? I hope it isn't going out. It's been doing, it was good. Excellent connection until I looked up just now. Hard word to say, and I started the food making and did a bit of brainstorming. Okay, good. Food making. What you making? Also, because I'm nosy. What you making? I don't know what's being made tonight. The kid's supposed to be cooking tonight. I don't think she been out her room like pretty much all day, like other than to wash her uniform. So I don't think she's cooking. I don't smell nothing. So I don't know. Tonight's her night because it's Thursday. We shall see. Okay, great. All right. Well, this is working. I guess it's giving me the little notification. It doesn't have the green thing anymore. But hopefully that means we're good. It is very far back though. Pretty good. Trying to figure out some internal struggles for the characters. Okay, then how that could create conflict between the two love interests. All right. Pulled pork and tater tots. Oh my goodness. It's been a while since I made pulled pork. I need to do that. Or maybe even pulled chicken. Like my favorite thing was pulled chicken in the slow cooker. with some barbecue sauce and brown sugar, like huge amount of onions in there. Love. I used to do that all the time. The hubby has stomach thing going on, so you can't really do a lot of acid. So tomatoes ain't that great on the stomach. So I don't get to. I don't really make a lot of it because it smells good and I feel bad. He can't have it. It's just like we don't eat too much seafood in the house because he allergic to shellfish. So I usually save that for nights when I'm going over by my parents' house and stuff. Like, ugh, he's uh, it'd be a massacre. And my brother, he always make some the hottest. I don't know what he be wanting to do, but when he do his crawfish balls, he make them things so dang hot for no reason, and I hate it. Which I don't have a house. I live in an apartment, so I can't do no crawfish. I guess I could do a crawfish ball. There's too many kids. There's too many kids around here. So he does a lot of when he does the crawfish balls. He just makes it so hot, like pretty. Well, I mean it's pretty normal because when you do a crawfish ball, the first set, is usually probably the least seasoned. It's seasoned, but it's like the least heat. But once you get to that second batch, you get up to batch number 5 because they just add in more and more seasoning with a little bit more water for the water that gets removed, just a little bit, and then they more seasoning. Yeah, you nose running, sniffing, sneezing. You got to put salt in the bathrooms to get all that off your hands because wash your hands. You can't get everything out. You just don't touch your eyes. We should start wearing gloves. I should just bring gloves over there. Probably making zucchini noodles with turkey meatballs. Ooh, I got a zoodle maker, and I haven't pulled that thing out in a while. That's making me want to do that. They are defrosted. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. I hadn't gotten too much. Like, I get frozen veggies all the time. I made a zuppa toscana soup the other day, the keto version, like without the potatoes, and subbed it out for cauliflower. Normally I get get a head of cauliflower and cut it up, but they actually didn't have any good looking ones. So I did get the frozen cauliflower. I try not to get too much other than like some mixed vegetables, but yeah. And I know they got. I forgot about the zoodles having the option, or unless you're talking about the turkey meatballs needing to be defrosted. If not, then I have no idea. Okay. Well, I hope you find out. Soka Lifesaver. Yes. Gloves. I mean, I'm telling you. I don't know what he be doing, what he be trying to do. He's trying to kill people. And my husband, my hubby has to go with us normally because it's like usually it's like some kind of family gathering, and he'll come in and just kind of chill out in the areas that's far away from from where people eating, which we'll eat outside anyway. Because now in the place that he stays at, he has like a little pavilion type thing in the back, so that's great. But yeah, so we'll go there and do that, and he stays inside until that gets all cleared up with all newspaper and everything. Kind of bold, put them in the freezer, thinking I wouldn't need them anytime. I gotcha. I like I said, I have the zoodle thingy, and I haven't gotten it. It's been a while since I've done zucchini. Actually, I probably need to get something because zucchini is one of my favorites. I really like doing zucchini and yellow squash, and we'll go ahead, chop them up, slice them up, put them with some onions and a little bit of chicken broth, butter, and some seasoning. Just put them on the stove for like 15 minutes. Bruh. Love it. So it's been a little bit since I've had those, so I need to do that. But yeah, the Zuppa Toscana, I do like the lower carb one, trying to like kind of control it a little bit because obviously I'm trying to get my back feeling better, and the only way to do that is if I lose a little bit of weight, in which has been a slow process because I can't really exercise. So that means subbing out some things here and there. The doctor wants me to do way more, but I don't know. I'm taking it slow right now. He did say do slow, but he thinks cutting it out way more would be the best, which is, I'm sure he's right. My sanity. My sanity. Oh, man. Sounds, yeah, yeah. You can you see that I'm hungry? Cause I'm hungry. I don't know if the food's getting cooked. I hope it is. If it ain't, I'm drinking on a protein shake, so that should hold me over for a little while, and I'll be able to go and find me something. I'm sure I'm probably gonna. I mean, I got some tuna and stuff. Might do it like a deluxe salad. It gets go make me a big salad. A lot of low carb recipes I've been finding have a lot of cheese. Not a big fan of cheese. Yeah, you're right. Trying to find some because I want to lose weight though. Yeah. Hope you're able to find whatever works best for you. Absolutely. Back pain, which is why I should be doing more. Which I am pretty good. I can stick to it for about 2 weeks. After that, I'm at my limit with like lowering carbs and all that kind of stuff. In which I'm not like sitting here being like, I need to fit in a dress or nothing. Like I said, it is the back stuff. But it'd be nice. I will throw that up in there. I need to probably stop drinking, y'all. I feel like I'm going everywhere. I would send you all some food if I could. Yeah, I would love it. I think one of my favorite things to do is talk to people while they're cooking, so that I can just like sit in the smells and stuff, and then eat the food. You know, obviously, this is one of my favorite things. I'll sit in the kitchen with you. But yeah, with the low carb recipes, I could probably. I mean, I have the keto Zuppa Toscata one. It's like a, what was it? It's a Olive Garden like kind of, you know, recipe, because it, like I said, it's normally potatoes in there, and I like to have way more meat. Oh, but it does have heavy cream in it. So if it's like, I mean, cheese, if it's, you know, cheese, it's not too bad. But it's not bad with, you know, because it doesn't have cheese, but it does have heavy cream. So if it's like any kind of, like a thick dairy, then it's probably still too much. All right. Key. And we're going to transition. Okay. So that was our time, because, you know, I will talk. So we can fit one more, and then we can talk for a few minutes after. You know, normally I run these until 8 o'clock, and I'm feeling real good. I hope y'all are feeling real good. We can talk about food. We can talk about more food after. So, yeah, we'll be able to talk for another 15, maybe 15 minutes, because that won't. Let's do the 25. Let's do 25, and then we'll have 10 minutes left. So, all right. So we'll go ahead and get started. See you in a bit. All right, that is time. How did we do? How did we do? Oh, we got like, we put 9 minutes on. We did pretty good on it. Let's see what we get. What we get? Let's get all these. All of these are 475. I think it's going pretty good for this experiment. How about yourself? I don't know. Y'all ain't hear. There was somebody yelling outside earlier, and I'm nosy, just looking out the window. Oh my goodness, it was strange. I hope everything's okay. They quieted down a few minutes ago, but I'm like, ooh, man, I'm by a window, so it's like, do I need to be ducking down? Come on. Oh, and Ben and SD Hudson joins us. Thank you, thank you. I hope y'all are doing well. Well, we already said that in the chat and everything. Hope that May the 4th be with you. I really wish, I've been wanting to do a lightsaber out of crochet. So that might have to be something I try to do for maybe next year. But I do want to do one. I hadn't been really into the newer movies, but Mandalorian, it's been great. Might need to find out how we can get a pattern for the little sword. If I make it out of crochet, that'd be fun. So, but that was our last sprint for tonight. So how did you do? How's the food coming? How's everything going? It's time to wind down, relax, get ready for bed. Pretty good. I feel like it's going really well. I think characters are starting to really become real. Yay! That's the first thing. They gotta be real to you. Thank goodness. I'm glad to hear it. I've been messing around with the motivations of my characters. Some of them were kind of generic, so I was messing around with that, and by figuring out the characters to help plot. Yes, that's something that had always helps me. Like whenever I'm working on character stuff, it winds up. So I have my plot right. I have my idea and I jot that down, and I start working on the characters that are supposed to like have something to do with the plot. When you're working on their personality and stuff, like what would they do in these situations? Like if you got somebody who is super duper scary, by the end of the story, you don't want them to be as scary. So how would they act in these parts of the story, that kind of thing. And then there's the other, so that changes up the plot. So like you can't have the plot in mind like for somebody who's kind of brave right at the beginning. So I'll change up how it looks on there, and then you also have things like intelligence levels and stuff like that. How would they know these things? Is there somebody else in the story that would know these things and be able to help them? And how do you make motivations for romance novels? That's what I'm struggling with. Oh, well, I mean, it depends on the area. So like when I was working on Mark of the Shark, well, I'm still working on it because it's going to continue. I was writing a short story called Mark of the Shark, and she was cursed with a shark demon, and her motivation in the story was to get rid of the demon initially, and she had to spend a lot of time because he's in her head, like he can telepathically communicate with her, so they get to know each other, and then it's like, okay, so are we gonna really get rid of each other? And it's gonna continue on. So I've done the first short story for it, and then which I was trying. I hired a comic artist, and it fell through because I scripted it as a comic, so that didn't work out. So now I'm like, you know what? I'll probably just stick with the writing of the story and continue on. So it depends on. Normally their motivation in my romance stories have been like something outside of getting into a romance, and then they feel that need that they didn't really know that they had. She didn't know that because she was pretty much a loner. She didn't know she didn't realize that she liked having someone who was understanding, listened to her, and did all that good stuff with her, and enjoyed some of the jokes. He had a really good sense of humor. for him to be a shark. He was, he was shark. He, he was shark demon. So, but yeah, she liked that. So she didn't realize she needed that. So usually I'm trying to figure out how, what outside motivations they may have. Internal motivations may just be like, I like being by myself, but maybe I kind of like having him around, and then admitting that, and then moving on. How are we going to now tackle this particular situation? Basically, moving the demon was much more dangerous than she intended it to be. Um, and she liked him, so like, why would she do that? But I am playing around with the romance in this, and which I was talking about earlier, like the A and B story. Initially, I was making romance was like the biggest thing, and then I started having a lot of fun that weaving a romance within the main plot line. So it wound up becoming my B story, and so it can still be like, it's paranormal romance. So the paranormal aspects of it is the most important part. Romance is secondary, but the romance has to happen for, like, the A and B story have to merge within it. So whatever paranormal thing is going on, and they're trying to figure out, deal with whatever, the romance helps figure it out. So I guess that's how I kind of I can make a better decision on how to make the motivations work. Also, going back and forth, like I said, it helps. So I'll work on the story. I do the Randy Ingermanson snowflake method a lot. That's my favorite plotting option. So where you work on, you like do one paragraph, your summary, and then you go mess with your characters, and you find out what their epiphany should be within the story, or you try your best to like figure out what their epiphany should be, what's very important to them, what's important to them will actually not make their decisions, kind of messes with their decisions in the story. And then you go back to what the story is going to be, and then you mess with the motivations, you go back to your characters, mess with the motivations. So I like going back and forth. Food is done and brainstorming is still on the way, making progress. So that's good. Yay! I'm glad you're making progress. That's good. I know these evening ones, I'm kind of considering maybe doing a couple more, but then trying to do some in the daytime, because I really liked doing it when we did the with Chelsea, like doing the March Madness that we did for those 2 weeks. I don't know if I can say that I want to like do them all the time in the daytime, but evening time is when I do write a lot. So, but I do want to try out in the morning, just trying to figure out when my best writing times are, because I was used to doing evening because I was working, and now, like, why? And then March Madness happened, and I was like, shoot, I'm getting a lot of stuff done during the day. But then again, for like half of it, I was doing a lot of artwork because we had a convention coming up. So I'm glad you fed, though. I will see. I will update. Y'all will see me pop up saying, hey, I got another video. Not a video, but a stream working on, because I have some deadlines. I'm trying to do this 20 books to 50K, man. I'm trying to figure out, make this my full-time job. Okay, yeah. I think I'm going to try to do a couple day ones. I have to work during the day so I can. Oh, well, yeah. I understand. Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, when I was working, I worked in the daytime. When I was working in the daytime, I couldn't really do that. So I had to do it in the evening, and I got really used to doing it in the evening, and I'm struggling a little bit in the evening, unless it's like when I'm drinking. That's why. We started the drinking right. And then I was like, do I want to drink every evening? I don't know. I don't know if I can drink every evening. Okay. Try to watch the replays, but not the same. Yeah, because it's not as interactive. I understand completely. Well, I'll try. Like I said, I'm gonna play around with it to see if I can get some different times, and maybe 2 nights for the evenings, and then maybe 1 in the day, unless I have any video scheduled, which I am working on a couple videos, because I've been kind of interested in the discourse that's around, like, you know, authors being in review spaces and stuff. I was considering doing something like I have this thing, I have this sticker I put on some of my notebooks saying like maniacal writer's guide, in which is pretty like any notes or something I think of or read or whatever. I write those notes in those particular guides, and I was like, maybe I should do like a series where I kind of talk about some of the discourse, but not like point out individual authors who do this. I mean, I'm sure everybody kind of knows who does the thing. Like being in author review spaces, like if you think about most recent ones, you know, I don't need to point it out. They be doing it. But either way, talking about that kind of stuff, and then like what should you do when you feel like you want to be in author in review spaces. You're like, you know, one thing, don't. Two, if you do, you know, set up, you know, a support group. Three, what if your support group put your text messages, your messages, Discord, or whatever out there? What lessons should you be learning? This, that, and the other. Like, you got to be careful. Internet, I mean, you put it on the internet anywhere, it's going to be permanent. Somebody's going to, I mean, screenshots, all that, everything exists. So, I've been considering doing something like that. Watch on the way because we've been kind of slow these days, but sometimes I can spotty. But definitely join the stream more. Okay, awesome, saucy. Hopefully I get my Wednesdays back soon. Babysit my niece, then I help my sister with how to crawl upstairs. So I'm that's always fun. The babies get to moving, and you're like, oh my goodness, I kind of liked you when you couldn't go nowhere. You just stayed in my arms. So, but yes. I'll let y'all know. I'm gonna check to see if I can do something with my schedule, and some of it I have to kind of work around my daughter's schedule a little bit too, because she started working, so I do have to kind of go bring her places. But I have been going and writing, like say at the library or coffee shops, a lot more often, which has helped out with kind of getting creative juices flowing because I'm just in a different environment. And I don't mind like trying their mocha like at pretty much any coffee shop. Absolutely, baby troubles. I was like, I watched one of my nephews a lot when he was younger because of the job my sister had. But he was the most fun when he couldn't go nowhere. Then when he was able to go places, I was like, oh no. Oh no, we shouldn't do this. So we had to get him one of those little pack and play things and stuff, and it was like, you gotta stay in there. Talk more about my writing, but I'm more private with that because I don't trust putting some ideas in there. Yeah, I understand that because people be just jacking everything. I mean, you got the prevalence of AI. That's another video I need to work on. You got prevalence of what's going on with AI and how everything on the internet is taken. It sucks totally. So yeah, I can see the disadvantage of putting it out on there. Like, even though like it's supposed under the copyright law, like once you create it, you it's yours. But it don't matter. The person who could take it and run with it will get a lot of traction. And then what you gonna do? Also, don't have any kids, and I'm avoiding them for so long. Figure out this. Well, hey, I might be kind of close to your to your level because my kid, she's 19. It's like I got a grown, almost completely grown kid. No. Once, a couple years back, we were considering having another kid, but that's when my back troubles kind of like started, and I was like, probably a sign. No, nope, we're good. So, and plus, you know, kids be kids, they get on your nerves, and you're like, you know what, do I want to do this start all the way over again? I don't know about all that. But yeah, all right, so we did 3 good sprints, I think. Y'all got stuff done. I'm glad. And like I said, with these drinking rights, you know, it's kind of hard to be like, hey, you supposed to be just writing, especially since I'm talking about drinking, and I've been drinking my stuff. But I'm glad everyone's getting stuff done, and it's kind of a late sprint too. So, you know, getting dinner and doing all that good stuff. happy for it. And I'll talk about food all night. Oh, we ain't even talk about food again. Start talking about kids. It's totally okay. It's okay. Report back next week with the types of foods that you tried out this over the next week, and we'll talk about it. I have, like I've mentioned before, that I've wanted to try to play around with a cozy mystery, and it would be about food. I was reading, it's what's her name, Eugenie, woo, fried chicken. What was it called? I cannot remember. I was reading something, and it was a cozy mystery with it was an older woman, and she was like solving mysteries like with her family problems, all kinds of stuff. And one of them was like a fried chicken murder or something like that, cornbread something, and it had the recipes in it. And there was another one that I was reading about a lady who owned like a bakery, and it was a paranormal kind of mystery. It had something to do with like 7 deadly sins and stuff like that. So that one was pretty good too. And I was like, you know what, I kind of want to try out the cozy mystery. Maybe I'll try that as part of the 20 books to 50K experiment we're going to be working on. So there's a lot of things I'm trying to work on, but today was like the start of the shorter paranormal romances that I'm working on to do the 20 books to 50K. So we'll see what happens. I'll check in again next week, or if I turn in, more information during a video, maybe like a regular video. But thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna let y'all go because I will sit here and talk, and I'm a little tipsy, so it could go on for a very long time. I do hope you enjoyed yourself. I'm gonna work on another add more to the playlist so we can have even longer or more variety. Try to have that up and down that I was talking about. And I hope you have a great night. Bye.